Stop scrolling right now. Taurus, listen to me very carefully. You didn't click on this video by chance. It was the exact timing of your karmic cycle that brought you here today. I can feel the quiet exhaustion you've been carrying, that invisible heaviness on your shoulders that never seems to leave your body. What I'm about to reveal will change how you see your past. And if you leave now, you might miss the answer you've been praying for in silence, constantly being the rock for everyone else, waiting years for your breakthrough, while others are rewarded for half the effort. You are a tree that spent years twisting roots in the dark, thinking it was cursed by the heavy rock crushing it. But that rock was a cosmic dam holding back the river of abundance, not to punish you, but because your soil wasn't ready to absorb the flood. You will discover the exact karmic debt that is finally being paid off in your life right now. You will see why your tendency to hold on to things in silence was actually preparing you for this exact moment of release. And before this message closes, I will say one sentence about your life that you will carry with you for the next few months. Have you ever felt that physical heaviness in your chest and shoulders that never goes away? As if you are carrying an invisible backpack full of stones you don't even remember picking up. As if something inside you whispered that your life is meant to be a constant struggle and your hard work will never truly pay off. And what if this profound exhaustion isn't a sign of your failure, but a massive signal that the universe is trying to close a brutal karmic cycle you inherited? Because while many people just complain about their bad luck, very few realize that this specific heavy phase can carry a deep karmic lesson, a profound energetic cleansing, and the exact spiritual answer you've been begging for. But what if the great turning point lies in this revelation that you haven't yet been able to apply? Now think with me. Why do certain areas seem permanently stuck even when you try to do everything right? What if every silent tear you shed, every effort that went unnoticed, every person who took your loyalty for granted, every door that closed right in your face, and this constant feeling that you are paying a debt that isn't even yours, are signs of a karmic debt you have postponed for far too long? It was searching for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. This book is not just a reading, it is a revelation created for Taurians who wish to understand the hidden spiritual patterns holding you back, break the cycles of scarcity, guilt, and overgiving, and strengthen your energy to finally receive what the universe has been trying to hand you. Many Taurians already feel they need to change how they view their blockages, but haven't yet made the decision to download the digital book. Download it right now. It is available in the first pinned comment. But pay attention, access could be taken down at any moment. It reveals reflections, hidden signs and directions that can transform everything you've known. Do not wait for another brutal cycle of loss to repeat itself before you claim your understanding. Click now, download your copy, and discover why the heaviest burden of your life might be the exact place where the universe is preparing your greatest liberation. If this touched something inside you, type, "My harvest is here down below," not for me, but because another Taurus exactly where you were needs this message tonight. This path of release has a map already waiting in the first pinned comment. I will come back to it shortly. And if for some reason you are not interested or cannot acquire the digital book right now, there is still another door open for you. I do not receive a single cent for any of these messages I deliver here every day. Nothing at all. And yet they keep coming out, every single day, for you and for every Taurus who still needs to be reached. If at any moment your heart wishes to return a little of what it received, there is a voluntary donation link open in the first pinned comment, right below the book. Any amount that fits in your hand today, any sum your heart points to, that is what keeps this channel standing. That is what makes the next message reach another Taurus tomorrow, exactly as it reached you today. I am waiting for you there, Taurus. I still haven't told you the most important thing. There are 4 signs that this cycle has already started to turn, and you are going to recognize at least one. Notice how the silence around you feels right now, Taurus. Breathe out and physically drop your shoulders right now. Pay close attention to how your body reacts to what I am about to say. We are going to step into the quiet, unseen parts of your daily life, the exact moments where you thought no one was watching you carry this invisible weight. This heavy exhaustion isn't a random phase. The universe doesn't deal in accidents, especially not with an earth sign built to endure. The cosmos has been sending you specific emotional alerts to let you know that the heavy cycle is finally about to break. There are 4 distinct signs that this karmic cycle has already started to turn, and you are going to recognize exactly what you have been living. Think back to that Tuesday evening when you were staring at your phone, feeling completely drained by someone else's crisis. You gave them your steady advice and grounded energy, but as the screen went dark, you realized you had no one to call for your own silent battles. For some of you, this appeared as a sudden, sharp loneliness right after helping a friend. For others, it was an overwhelming urge to just turn off the phone and disappear for a while. You called it painful isolation. The universe called it cosmic protection while your energy resets for what is coming. This was not weakness, Taurus. It was the universe violently showing you the profound imbalance of your giving. Then there was that sudden urge to throw away old items or rearrange your room at 2 in the morning last week. You stood there in the quiet, feeling suffocated by your own space, needing to clear out the physical clutter. You called it being permanently stuck. The universe called it growing roots deep enough to hold a massive harvest. This was not random insomnia. It was your soul physically making room for the massive abundance arriving at your door. And what about that hollow, heavy feeling in your chest while driving the exact same route to work recently? You looked at the road ahead, and a wave of emptiness hit you, wondering if this deep exhaustion is all there is. You called it an unfair loss. The universe called it the final karmic payment. This was not depression. It was the ancient karmic debt finally rising to the surface, demanding to be recognized and cleared. The 4th sign arrived the moment you opened your bank app or wallet recently. Instead of just stress, you felt absolute, bone-deep fatigue at how hard you have to work just to stay afloat. You do everything right, and yet the math never seems to reflect your relentless effort. This was not financial failure. This was the final grueling test of your endurance before the heavy gates open and the water rushes in to nourish your soil. These signs share a common origin, and it has a name. But before the name, you need something else. There is a path to clear this debt, and I am going to open it right now, before the name, before the word. Because anyone who has carried an ancient spiritual burden needs relief before they receive the revelation. Stay. And this is exactly where the path of clearing opens. The signs that just hit you didn't hit by chance, Taurus. You are standing at the absolute edge of a cycle that has drained your life force for years. It is that bone-deep fatigue that doesn't come from a long day, but from a soul exhausted by carrying weight. You have lived as if your spirit was convinced it had to pay for everyone else's mistakes before you could be happy. You calculate every move, you absorb the shock of every crisis around you, and you quietly tell yourself that this is just the reality of being strong. But what if this stagnation is actually the cosmic dam holding back your blessings until you are ready? What if the universe isn't testing your pain tolerance, but waiting for you to finally put down a burden that was never yours to carry in the first place? I have seen Taurians who were exactly where you are right now. I have watched the strongest, most resilient souls slowly break in silence because they refused to ask for a single drop of water while giving their entire river away. I know the exact look in the mirror when you are trying to convince yourself to keep going just one more day. I know the quiet calculations you make late at night, looking at your bank account, looking at your relationships and wondering why the math never reflects your relentless effort. You give 100% and you get back fractions. You sustain the foundation of everyone else's life, but when the storm hits your house, you are the only one holding the roof up. The friends who disappeared when you needed them, the financial blocks that strike out of nowhere, the feeling of running a marathon with no finish line. It is a brutal, agonizing loop, but there is a definitive way to close it. It was searching for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. This is not a simple reading. It is the precise map of your energetic liberation. This digital book reveals the hidden spiritual mechanics of why you attract people who only take and exactly how to sever those ties without the crippling guilt that usually stops you. It teaches you how to stop rebuilding the dam you just broke, how to shield your newly cleared energy from the leeches around you, and how to finally command the universe to drop the heavy gold on your side of the scale. It is the ultimate manual to transition, from the one who endlessly endures to the one who finally receives. Because there is a profound law you must integrate into your soul today. The universe never delays a karmic payment to punish you. It holds the water back only until your roots are deep enough not to be washed away. You must step into this understanding immediately, because this specific cosmic configuration does not wait. The gates are opening now and the water is rushing in. Do not ignore this, Taurus, because the cost of looking away is devastating. Every single day you spend without this path is another emotional crisis you carry for someone else, draining the exact energy meant for your harvest. Every week you delay this understanding is another unexplainable financial block hitting you out of nowhere, because your spirit subconsciously believes you still need to pay. Every month you walk without this shield is another massive blessing you deflect, simply because you have forgotten how to receive without waiting for the punishment. You do not have to carry their stones anymore. Your debt is paid. The book is in the first pinned comment. Download it right now while this word is still alive in your chest. Let this be the complete clearing of this cosmic account that only this map can fully guide you through. Breathe out, Taurus. Let your shoulders physically drop right now. Feel the heavy, suffocating pressure of that invisible backpack finally slipping off your spine. When the great dam breaks, the water does not ask for your permission to flow. It simply rushes into the space you have bravely cleared in the dark. You are standing at the exact edge of that new, powerful river, feeling the soil beneath your feet finally turn soft, rich, and fertile. The exhaustion is fading from your bones because the ancient debt is officially done. The cycle is closed. The struggle has served its purpose, and the rock that once crushed you is now the foundation of your unbreakable peace. And as I told you earlier, Taurus, besides the digital book that is in the first pinned comment, there is that voluntary donation link open right below the book. I still don't receive a single cent for every message that comes out of here for you. That is why this link exists, so that another Taurus tomorrow finds exactly this message that found you today. Whatever amount your heart points to, every such gesture keeps our channel standing and makes the next message reach whoever needs it, exactly as it reached you today. What arrives has a shape, and it has a date. And now, with the path before you, the name descends. You have called it a streak of terrible luck. You have called it an endless punishment for mistakes you don't even remember making. A stubborn curse that forces you to rebuild from scratch every time you get close to peace. But it is not bad luck. It is not a cosmic punishment. It is the law of the cosmic dam. This is a tangible, immense buildup of delayed rewards, a literal energetic barrier where all your stolen energy, your unpaid efforts, and the love you poured into empty hands have been silently accumulating for years. This heavy, bone-deep fatigue you feel in your shoulders right now is the sheer pressure of that water pressing against the stone. But this dam is finally breaking, and a rare cosmic window is opening in the days ahead. A brief, powerful period where the accumulated weight of your painful past suddenly transforms into the greatest harvest of your future. If you do not understand the law of the cosmic dam during this exact shift, you will mistake this massive release for just another overwhelming flood. You will instinctively try to rebuild the walls to protect everyone else, blocking the very abundance that is rushing toward you. Imagine a single seed that fell into a dark, unforgiving crevice between two massive boulders. For years, that tree had to twist its roots in the absolute dark, fighting blindly for every drop of water. It fractured its own bark just to find a sliver of sunlight, constantly bracing itself against the crushing weight of the earth. It grew crooked and utterly exhausted, quietly convinced that it was cursed by the heavy rock pressing in from all sides. While the trees in the open field grew tall and relaxed in the soft dirt, getting everything handed to them with half the effort, this tree spent its entire existence just trying to survive. But then the great storm finally came. The winds howled, and a massive flood washed violently through the valley. The trees in the soft, easy soil, the ones that never had to fight for anything, were instantly torn down by the violent current. Yet, the tree in the rock did not move. Its roots had dug so incredibly deep into the stone, its core had become so dense from the silent struggle, that the brutal storm couldn't even bend its branches. Your struggle wasn't a curse, Taurus. It was the rock that forced you to grow roots deep enough to survive what is coming. It made you unbreakable for the massive life that is arriving at your door right now. It is exactly where you are right now, Taurus. And the storm that just passed wasn't sent to destroy you, but to wash away the weak and clear the soil for the profound harvest you are finally ready to hold. I saw you staring at your phone that Tuesday evening, feeling completely drained by someone else's crisis. I watched you carry the emotional weight of a room full of people, only to retreat to your own quiet corner and swallow your tears because you refused to be a burden. I held every silent prayer you offered when you asked why your relentless effort was never enough. I am telling you now that not a single drop of your devotion was wasted. It was all being gathered, safely held back in the cosmic reservoir, waiting for you to grow strong enough to receive it without washing away. There is someone who carried this exact same brutal exhaustion for years. They worked endlessly, giving everything to their family and friends, serving as the unshakable foundation, while their own quiet dreams turned to dust. They woke up every morning with that same heavy tightness in their chest, convinced that this silent sacrifice was their permanent destiny. And then the dam broke. The karmic cycle officially closed. What changed in their life wasn't their work ethic, and it wasn't the people around them. It was the deep, undeniable understanding that their cosmic debt was finally paid in full. They stopped fighting the rock, stopped trying to fix everyone else's leaks, and simply opened their hands to allow the long-awaited water to flow directly toward them. You are still processing this right now, feeling a strange, unfamiliar lightness mixed with a tight squeeze of recognition in your chest as your body realizes the endless fighting is finally over. You can feel the muscles in your neck starting to let go of a guard they have held for over a decade. But do not close your eyes just yet, Taurus. The deepest truth is still ahead, and it has your name. To understand the magnitude of what is breaking open in your life right now, you must first recognize exactly who you had to become while you were carrying that immense weight. The river did not just carve the stone, it carved you. And in that silent, enduring darkness, you took on specific roles that shaped your very soul. Roles that kept everyone else safe while you slowly bled out your own energy. You became the silent builder. You are the one who constructed the unshakable foundation for everyone else's dreams, while your own plans were constantly put on hold. Taurus builds. Taurus sustains. Taurus never asks for a single break. But your secret vulnerability is that you built so many safe houses for others that you forgot what it feels like to just rest in your own. You became the patient sower. You planted fragile seeds in the hardest, driest soil, watering them with your own sheer exhaustion, watching other people harvest the fruit of your relentless labor while you were told to just keep waiting your turn. You endured the brutal drought with quiet dignity, but underneath that patience is a profound, unspoken fear that your own season of true harvest might never actually come. And you became the loyal guardian. You stood at the heavy door protecting your family, your friends, and your workplace, absorbing every violent shockwave so they wouldn't have to feel the impact. You project absolute, unbreakable strength to the world, but behind closed doors, you are so deeply tired of being the only strong one in the room. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You are all three of them, Taurus. You have lived these roles so perfectly that the universe is finally honoring the massive debt they incurred. Notice your chest right now. Feel that deep, expanding warmth settling in as you finally hear someone acknowledge the brutal, silent battles you fought entirely alone. That warmth has a name. It is the feeling of your true identity finally being seen, validated and crowned by the cosmos, after years of remaining completely invisible. But this new identity that was just declared over you must be sustained, because the Taurus who knows their own immense value, without fully understanding the mechanics of their own karmic debt, will inevitably go back to carrying the delays, the blockages, the ungrateful people, the sudden crises, and the heavy burdens that are not theirs. This is why you must secure your energy immediately. The definitive answer is waiting for you right now in the digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. It is available for you in the first pinned comment. You must understand that the new identity you just received must be protected, and this book is the shield that sustains it. It is the precise map to ensuring your boundaries remain absolute against the demands, the expectations, the emotional vampires, and the old guilt that used to drain you. Do not wait until the weight tries to return to realize you need this foundation to stand your ground. You need to anchor this newfound strength so that the old cycle never drags you back into the heavy river again. Download it right now and lock in your ultimate liberation. I promised I would come back to this. But first, you need to know exactly how this cycle will try to return to test your new boundaries, because it will try. As I warned you just a moment ago, understanding your new identity is only the first step. Because the moment you decide to drop the heavy stones you've been carrying, the ancient cycle will try one last time to test your new boundaries. And I am telling you, Taurus, it will try. The river doesn't change its course without a fight. But you are not going into the days ahead unarmed. There are 3 specific tactics the karmic loop will use to drag you back in, and I'm giving you 3 exact weapons to counter them right now. First, the cycle will use your own conscience against you. In the next few days, you will feel a sudden, sharp guilt when you try to rest or put yourself first. It is that old, familiar whisper telling you that you haven't done enough yet, that taking a break means you are failing the people who rely on you. When that heaviness hits your chest, this is your weapon. Say aloud, "My rest is earned," and slowly drink a glass of water to physically anchor that truth in your body. Swallow the guilt down and let the water wash it away. You are not being selfish. You are simply healing. Second, the cycle will attack your deep need for stability. For some of you, this will manifest as a sudden, unexpected expense, a broken appliance or a strange bill, designed entirely to trigger your old, paralyzing fear of scarcity. It is a spiritual test to see if you still believe you are cursed to lose what you build. When that panic tries to tighten your throat, this is your weapon. Say aloud, "My harvest is protected," and physically hold a coin in your hand. Feel the solid weight of it against your skin. You are signaling to the universe that your foundation is unshakable and the dam is no longer yours to hold. Third, the cycle will use the people around you. Someone is going to demand your energy urgently, right when you have absolutely nothing left to give. They will present a crisis that seems like only you can fix, pulling at your loyal, enduring nature. When you feel that familiar exhaustion creeping back, this is your weapon. Say aloud, "I return your weight to you," and immediately go wash your hands to sever the energetic tie. Watch the water run down the drain, taking their heavy demands with it. You are no longer the cosmic landfill for everyone else's emotional debris. These 3 weapons protect you from what I was able to show you today. But the cycle has more layers than can fit in one video. The spiritual roots of your exhaustion run deeper than these 3 tests. And when the guilt tries to silence you again, when the unexpected bill tries to scare you, when someone demands your energy out of nowhere, you will need a complete defense. You will need the definitive manual to ensure this loop never catches you off guard again. And that is exactly what is waiting for you in the digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. It is the complete map of liberation, so this loop never catches you off guard again. I am not rushing you. I am warning you, because this brief cosmic window is opening right now and the water is already rising. Do not wait for the next karmic blow to finally open this map and protect yourself. The link is right there in the first pinned comment. Grab your shield while the gates are open. And now I need you to stop learning for a moment and begin to feel. Right now I want you to close your eyes if you can, or simply soften your gaze. Breathe out and physically drop your shoulders right now. Let the muscles in your neck finally surrender the guard they have held for so many years. Stop trying to figure out what comes next. Stop calculating who might need your help tomorrow, and just allow yourself to exist in this exact moment, completely untethered from everyone else's expectations. You have spent so much of your life bracing for the next impact that your body has forgotten what safety actually feels like. But right now, in this brief, quiet space, there is nothing you need to fix, no one you need to rescue. and no heavy stones you need to pick up. Just breathe, and let my voice guide you through what is happening to you. Imagine standing waist-deep in a heavy, cold river. You have been bracing yourself against the violent, freezing current for so long that your muscles are burning, and you have completely forgotten what it feels like to rest. You are holding your ground so that others can cross safely behind you, taking the full force of the water against your chest. Now feel the water level suddenly, miraculously dropping. The immense pressure releases. The brutal current finally slows to a gentle stop. You can step out of the river. You can finally walk to the warm, dry shore, lie down on the soft, sunlit grass, and let out a deep, shaking breath you have been holding for 10 years. It is time to release the weight. Every silent tear you shed, every effort that went unnoticed, every person who took your loyalty for granted, every door that closed right in your face, let all of it wash away into the earth. Release the deep guilt of putting your own peace before someone else's endless chaos. Release the paralyzing fear that if you finally stop carrying everyone, your own foundation will somehow collapse. Release the heavy ancient debt that was never actually yours to pay in the first place. And release that quiet, devastating belief that your relentless hard work will only ever be rewarded with more exhaustion. Now we activate the absolute truth of who you are. The silent builder is finally allowed to rest in the unshakable sanctuary they created. The patient sower is finally permitted to open their hands and gather the massive golden harvest that is rightfully theirs. And the loyal guardian is finally relieved of their heavy watch, free to simply be protected by the universe they have served for so long. You are still processing this right now, feeling that strange, unfamiliar lightness mixed with a tight squeeze of recognition in your chest as your body realizes the endless fighting is finally over. Before we seal this, write down below the name of someone you are carrying through this crossing, or if this is just for you, write in one sentence what you are waiting for the universe to return to you. I will read it, and you won't write this alone. Do not release this energy just yet. We are not done. Stay with me. Your home is now sealed against the heavy energy of those who only come to take. Your relentless effort is now sealed so that every drop of sweat finally turns into your own solid foundation. And the massive harvest that is arriving right now is completely sealed, protected from any old cycle that tries to wash it away. I watched you carry the emotional weight of a room full of people, only to retreat to your own quiet corner and swallow your tears because you refused to be a burden. I saw you holding up the walls for everyone else, while you quietly wondered if anyone would ever be strong enough to hold them for you. You asked me why it had to be so incredibly hard, why you had to fight for every single inch of peace, while others were handed their calm on a silver platter. I saw you staring at your phone that Tuesday evening, feeling completely drained by someone else's crisis. I watched you calculate what you had left to give, knowing there was nothing, yet reaching deep into your own exhausted soul to offer comfort anyway. I was there in that profound silence when the screen went dark, and you realized you were entirely alone with your own heavy exhaustion. You thought I had turned my back on you when the doors closed right in your face. You thought I was punishing you when the people you sustained simply walked away when you needed them most. But I was not punishing you. I was violently removing the hands that only knew how to take from your soil so that you would finally stop pouring your precious water onto dead earth. Every silent tear you shed, every effort that went unnoticed, and every person who took your loyalty for granted was recorded. Not a single drop of your devotion was wasted in the dark. It was all being gathered, safely held back in the cosmic reservoir, waiting for you to grow strong enough to receive it without breaking. And now, your roots are deep enough. The debt you carried for others is completely cancelled. The heavy stones are gone from your shoulders. You do not have to fight the river anymore. You only have to open your hands and let it flow toward you. The sharp guilt that strikes when you finally try to rest, it ends here. The paralyzing fear of scarcity that tries to convince you your foundation will crumble, it ends here. The heavy demands from those who only drain your precious energy, they end here. Taurus is never late. Taurus is not behind anyone. Taurus arrives right on time. Don't let go yet. The universe has just told you. I saw you staring at your phone that Tuesday evening, feeling completely drained by someone else's crisis. And that is exactly why I need to remind you of something before sealing this. What was released here in this river today is absolutely real. But tomorrow morning, the old routine will try to convince you that nothing has changed. It is that old familiar weight that will try to creep back into your chest tomorrow morning if you aren't shielded. You just claimed a massive, unprecedented freedom, but what was released in this crossing needs to be guarded, and this book is your ultimate guardian. The great secret behind the karmic debt of Taurus is waiting for you in the first pinned comment. It is the precise map to ensure that your new identity remains unbreakable against the demands, the sudden crises, and the old guilt that used to drain you completely. Do not wait for tomorrow's test to break what we healed in the river today. Go to the first pinned comment right now, download your copy, and lock the heavy gates behind you forever. There are thousands of Taurus listening to this right now, feeling the exact same release in their chests, breathing in the same silence as you. If this voice found you today, subscribe to the channel, not for numbers, but because the next message in this series will look for exactly the ones who have crossed this first one. In the next video of this series, I'm going to show you the specific financial sign that appears exactly 3 days before a karmic debt is paid off, and why almost every Taurus ignores it. Do not miss it. And still in this video, Taurus, before I seal this hour with you, I come back one last time to this request. You have walked with me this far. You have crossed every word, every revelation, every sign. And if at any moment of this message you felt the universe touch you, you know this video was not an accident. The voluntary donation link remains open in the first pinned comment right below the digital book. Not as a charge, not as an exchange, but as a giving back from the one who received to the source this message came from. Any amount your heart points to, and the universe sees every gesture. The universe sees, and the universe multiplies over your home, over your days, over what you don't even know is about to arrive. This was my last request. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you so much. And when the heavy weight tries to return, remember that the answer has a name, the great secret of the karmic debt, and it is already within your reach. The storm has passed. The rock that crushed you has become your unbreakable foundation, and the cosmic dam has finally opened. The river of abundance is flowing directly to your deep roots. Now you can let go. This message is complete. What was seen was seen. What was settled was settled. Walk light, Taurus.